That isn't even gold or anything. We have trouble on the first track. Uneven getting gold. If I ever have trouble getting gold on the first track, there's something wrong with me. Of like anything. Okay. Yeah. Actually, let me go look up the list. Go ahead, those actually lists. I love that. So, there's actually lists. Oh wait, no. What? You find it offer times? 19. Oh. I need the slide better. I need to slide. That's why. Also, I like how they make that turn when it's so obvious that the turn is completely useless. And there's no point in actually taking that turn the way that it's like, oh yeah, you should take this turn, people. At the end, and oh wait, maybe actually I should do that stuff. Oh, that's why it's a 19. Because if you actually take it, you get so much more speed. It makes a bit of sense. I didn't think about that. Like, I mean, this is a grass sledge dirt thing, and it's not like that corner is impossible to take, so probably should take it as an alternative to losing just a lot of speed. I don't know, generally in grass or dirt, speed is far more important. Like, speed is always important, especially in, full speed tracks, but it's sort of in the name, but with grass and dirt, you can lose speed really fast if you're not careful. Wait, what actually was the offer? We beat it by a decent bit. Yeah, I have done for some of the first summer campaign. It was actually really fun. Yeah, they got the standard access. Which before, for some, I hadn't realized that the club access and standard access were two different things, and that to get like most of the stuff, you really just needed to pay like $10 a year, which is like nothing compared to the fact that you get like 5 campaigns, like an entire campaign, and then you will also be able to play all the new campaigns. Oh god, wait, is this supposed to be? Yeah, but I got it up to like, I think, around the red in, the first summer campaign before I stopped. I'll probably still go back. Because those tracks were fun. I just turn full speed. Like, tight turns on full speed are like peak anxiety. They're just really hard, like they're just really hard to think right. Oh, I turned a bit too fast. Maybe I should actually play through the track before going through this weird stuff. It doesn't look like there's any cuts here. One thing that I have noticed about the newer tracks, it seems to be like maybe I should look through some of the tracks just to make sure, but I really don't think there's gonna be that much cuts, mainly because they have like 5 checkpoints in like a 10-second, like a 30-second map. I feel like it's much more than these tracks. And this track is like fruit. And especially, I think, before they realize how broken reactor boost can be. Because, like, reactor boost is insanely broken in this game. I think it was in, like, turbo. Or, like, one or two of the most of the games, or the games that came before this game, I'm pretty sure were the first, I think it was like turbo or something. I haven't actually played those games, but I'm pretty sure the reactor boosts were still relatively new when this game was made, or released. So, I don't think they actually knew how stupid it could get. Just like, I just can't imagine them like a week after launching their campaign, or after like a month or something, going to see like, you know, well, what have the people done here? You know, well, what have they done in these tracks? And then just seeing cars flying everywhere. Some people thought, hey, actually playing the tracks is stupid. Let's just fly into the finish. I've actually had much less success in all the other campaigns in terms of medals and offer medals. Especially like with the first 5 tracks. I don't know what I did with, like, the most recent summer tracks are just they don't, I don't know why, but they're just pretty easy to do. Don't really know why. But can you actually make the turn full speed? Maybe. Right angle. Yeah, I suck really bad at turning before a corner, really. Because I always turn like right at the start of the corner or something like that. It's just I don't really know how I do much better other than just taking the corners slightly better. Like maybe I could try not drifting and just sliding. Might give me slightly more speed. Oh, you know what? I can drift cancel. I just released there last time. And actually, those corners are pretty good. So it is conceivable that I could I wonder if if that could work. I wonder if like maybe that could work. At least a little bit. But slightly this way. But actually that sort of works. Surprisingly. I was expecting it for it to be like slightly faster in the beginning and then just immediately 20 times worse. for me to immediately lose like 2/10. That's a lot harder. But also those first hits were very good at that. Too distracted looking at the speed, like, that's nice speed, so. To notice, you know, the fact that, that one is faster. The old PP was just bad. Well, so maybe I should learn to focus more on gears. But honestly, like, unless like I really need the gear to get an offer medal, which normally ain't the case, I don't think I'm active. Also, I think I found out how ice slides, or how to ice slide a bit. I didn't even know it was a thing before. I thought it was just how ice works, which is, you know, sort of right. But, like, I had done it, of course, before, and really, well, I had only done it in I had really only done it actually in training 25, because that's the only point where I actually needed to use it in the entire training campaign. Thanks a lot, teaching me all those useful skills, like how to make stupid corners that make no sense. I could probably get a better time on like some of those ice corners, but it's like a decent way. It's a weird thing. I don't fully understand it, but I understand it to the point where I can be like, yeah. I need to do that. But come on, dude. Also, I feel like the way that the seasonal campaign tracks work, that sometimes like some of the gold medals are like stupidly easy. Like you can even crash on like a decent, like an run and still get gold medal, or it takes stupidly long, even on some of the easier tracks. Or offer medals take ridiculously long too. Also, I thought I hated ice after I completed the training campaign, and now I've realized it was just the trainings campaign stupid ice that I hated. And actual ice is decently fun. At least like full speed ice. Fun. It's good. You know, it ain't bad. It's interesting. Just anything that isn't the way that training does ice is just amazing. Like icy roads on a stupid corner that's like literally impossible to make without like, I don't know, slowing down like 50%. Or like just full stopping. You can't even do on ice. Because ice is stupid. Oh, that's the switch. So learned that apparently braking can make your turn tighter. I'm still not gonna go for training 25 off and that because that's stupid. Thanks a lot, game. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much for that. I really don't have a good angle to enter this. I should be entering it later, that's probably it. The way I'm entering it now, it's before I really need to be entering it. So it's just like, oh yeah, that's so much better. No. Oh god, no. I need to be entering it later. Just the way I was entering it before. It was a decent bit before the corner, so it'd be like, it would really set me off path of how to do it. I would always manage to face a right after that. Oh. Yeah, but I would like bounce off the wall, sort of. If I went before the corner. So try to go into it before the corner. Oh my god, I was so at that end. Like I'm bad at ice. But it's not, it's not horrible. It's about straining ice. Straining ice is just, like, training ice is just, no. Stop. Not yet. No. Maybe a bit of two-way dimension. $20 in and we're only two tracks in. I should go up to the left instead of trying to turn, because turning on ice does nothing. If you're not on ice, slide on ice, don't even bother turning. You do like nothing. If it's not a nice slide, it doesn't do anything. Like it slightly changes where you're going. It's haven't gotten cooled. So I like how they specifically outline where you're supposed to go with that. Okay, what is... Oh, that's not actually that bad, I don't think. What angle is the bar? I got right side on the finish. Doing a good shit. That could have maybe been put. Probably not though. Yeah, but if I had something like that where I could isolate it into the finish properly, that could be quite good. Like, I mean, if I land with like more than like 250 speed, I could like, probably guaranteed. It's maybe off the metal probably won't be bad as I was expecting. For some reason, it looks like you lose a lot of speed whenever you ice it. I'm pretty sure like you gain speed sometimes or something. It's weird. Sometimes you gain speed, sometimes you lose speed from it. Also, I'm pretty sure that analog devices are slightly better for doing that. That type of ice spot. I think it's called buffs or something. Look at me, it ain't that bad. Without it. What is that? No, that could have been it. That could have been like a half a second faster. Piece. Also, thanks so much, Train Campaign, for teaching me all of the garbage ice that I'll never actually do. And it's not fun at all. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. I just love me some weird corner that makes absolutely no sense and no actual builder would ever use. Thanks for teaching me that instead of stuff that, like, you know, people actually make. And I think turning sideways is causing some problems. I think it's losing me a lot of speed. Railway way. One of those turns was so good. Didn't like him that much. Or I didn't turn completely sideways at least. I can see why maybe analog is slightly better. It's a very weird corner. Problem is, like an ice drop like that, and you go onto more ice. It's really hard to actually get a stable landing. Yeah, another time in one of my runs, I went completely over both hills. Sort of like that. Tree! The tree! The tree! The tree! No. No, the tree. Tree is my greatest enemy. Oh yeah, I lose a lot of speed. If I turn. Oh, that is so much better. It's so much better. Apparently it's lower? Okay. The problem is that if you do it like that, you need to be around the left. On the left to even really have a good ice slide set up into it. And then, you know, that isn't really gonna work. how does it always manage to do it like that? Like, I might as well try to nose plug in my way into the finish if it does that often. That was actually a decent time. Also, I've considered speedrunning the training campaign, but like really the last half of the training campaign is so boring and so stupid. It really teaches you like nothing. It just teaches you, hey, this corner, but like this way. Like it's ice instead, even though it has no business being ice and sucks. There's terrible mapping tools if it actually was ice. That you basically would never see even themselves using a corner like that as ice. It's almost always grass or dirt or whatever. It's also just boring because it's the same corner. It's the same corner. Stop giving me the same corner. Like literally the last half of the training campaign is just one. It's like 3 corners or something. But like, what if it was ice? Or grass or dirt. Like, destroyed. That I would actually a second faster. Pog. Actually a second faster. Yeah, literally a second faster. Wait, what this bird? Livers. Doing things that Livers does. I don't know what Livers does. He just does livery things. Probably destroys like buildings or something. Yeah. As Livers do. That's sort of their job. A no steer block. Let me guess, the world record is gonna try to skip that so that they can nose game. Wait, Raptor on third is so good. It's like you can actually control on anything with third. So much fun. God, that's oh. Minor mistakes. I need to turn for a longer of that. Also, I really like how they don't, how they just don't care at all what the actual season is. So, like, you know, people don't get bored playing only ice maps for the winter campaign. People get to play, you know, tracks other than that. Because, you know, winter isn't literally just, the world literally just doesn't turn into an ice block. You know, in the real world, you know, winter doesn't just become ice. Or make everything become ice. It makes half of all things become ice. Just like Thanos. For some reason. I don't know. I think that's what it does. I've never actually seen winter do things. Really. That was really bad. We don't. Can we please talk about that ever? Also, what's interesting to me is how many corners are skipped with grass and dirt. Because, like, grass and dirt, like, the terrain around them, it's supposed to be, you know, the terrain that you don't want to actually go over, barely loses you any more speed. than if you just did the grass corner, because like because some of the corners are not easy to do. So essentially, I find it very weird because like when you're on dirt, going on to like the outer grass is stupid. Pretty much 50% of the time. But commonly, it's not exactly the best idea. Oh, I hate a cactus. Rip my career set. It's, it's not even gold. I'm guessing slightly because of that end. Oh wait, I don't actually need that. Also because I just hit a cactus. And cactuses destroy all the speed, which is... I still did it. Oh yeah, that's probably gonna be better. That way of doing it's probably gonna be much better to hold it for longer instead of releasing afterwards. It feels weird because sometimes you like hold it, sometimes like you drift just to make a sharp, decently sharp turn. Like you do a small little drift just to redirect your car, and sometimes you actually need to slow down enough. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should drift multiple times like that. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Oh yeah, that actually works surprisingly well. Jumping directly into a tree after hitting a no steer block does not. Jumping into trees is actually not a very good practice, believe it or not. Does not usually lead to having more speed. Usually leads to dying in a car crash, believe it or not. It's very surprising. Oh yeah, I think I should do 2 drifts, at least. I don't really do that. Thanks a lot for picking up the steering, like half a second after it already got in the checkpoint. Thanks, Lucky. Do 2 medium drifts, I think is the way to do it. I'm not gonna do that. It didn't really give me that much extra speed. I don't like that it gives like no sound whenever you crash into something unless like unless like you're moving really fast or like you crash dead on into something, which is really stupid because like half the time, especially whenever you don't see a ghost, PB ghost, when you don't have that on, it's like, did I hit that? I'm not quite sure. I think I lost speed. I don't know, but you don't hear a sound. You can just see like a tiny little specks. It's time that you can't see that either. Like, just let me see whenever I crash into something. Okay, yeah. Can I please stop tilting to the right there? Can I please stop? I touched it for half a sec. I didn't touch it for that long. I barely tapped left. Blake, stop. I could probably be picking a better spot to drift during that turn. That would probably help more. But hey, that's for people who actually know what they're doing. I just make cargo vroom vroom. I have a feeling it's gonna be like a 27. It's a 27. Nah. Not doing it, it's a high 27, but still, that's 2 seconds off of it. I feel like I'm gonna mess up that end so many times if I do that. Which, like, sometimes, you know, I can know whenever it's just a bad idea to try to, for me. Like, I could probably get most of the alpha medals, but I'm like, no. But like, it would probably take me like 10 hours to do it. A few hours, and if I don't like a track, then I'm not gonna do that. Because, you know, I don't like the track. Oh wait. Oh, it's one of those. Okay, I see. I should really stop doing this, like, restarting, if it's, like, bad. It's like, I just need to see the track, and, you know, understand what I actually need to be doing. Slightly more important than having a good run when I haven't even seen the track. I've seen all of the track. It's gonna be rough. I feel like I'm gonna hit the thing. Oh. Right in the slot. Go. Oh, that's really bad. I wonder if anyone has used... Like, I wonder what's the weirdest thing people have used to play this game. They're like things that like people don't just do it for like a meme, but actually use to play the game. Like, I'm sure there are some weird things that people use. And I've seen some people using like bongos to play this game. But like, I wonder how many people actually use really weird things, you know, not for the memes to play the game. I'm guessing gold is gonna be like a 50. Wait, how did I just... Wait. I just matched my PB exactly 2 checkpoints in a row, which I mean, the first one, you can't really fail to match. Really? What? The second one? How did I do that? How did I manage to do it 2 times in a row? Give me really just like one, but still. Especially when there's like releasing in it. I was told it was supposed to make it tighter. It did not. Probably just because I was still like not really. Also, maybe I should be doing it on, maybe I should be doing it out on the, left of those two poles, but, I mean, I can sort of achieve the same thing and also go through the middle. Slight air time. What am I? I ran straight into that. I ran straight into that actually. Yeah, I misjudge how far away something actually is a lot in this game, in Trackmania, especially with things like poles. But that time, I just ran straight into that. I just ran directly in. Thanks a lot, lag. Thanks a lot. This is on the lowing setting. This is like the lowest setting as possible. Just, you know, just the way, you know. This game does this on the lowest possible setting. Like, and it's capped at 30 FPS, and it's still failing. How do you fail? You're supposed to run at 60 FPS, and you're running at 30. How do you fail that hard? Oh, wait, no, I got it time. Yeah, the end part is probably gonna be a bit hard for me. Yeah. Actually, not that done. I really want that airtime there. It just makes it a lot cleaner. And maybe I shouldn't turn to the right there or try to go in the middle of those poles, but still I'm doing it. Well, I lost. Understand, I don't, well, you know what, I probably, like, failed the, air brake or something to turn before. I stopped turning. That probably looks much better. How did I, what? But I was, what? I was facing right, but somehow I was moving left, even though I'm pretty sure I changed my direction to face slightly right. How? What? How did I manage to face that far right? Like a decent bit right, and still manage to move left a decent amount. How? What? I am so bad with full spin. Like, I really just need to safe it out a bit, and I'll be fine. And yeah, it's not like that. Touchdown. You see what I mean? Yeah, you could probably barely tell that I even touched that wall if you weren't paying very close attention to the speed on to my speed. Like, you could guess that I maybe hit the wall, but like, you can't really tell that well. Just looking at it at first glance. Yeah, this isn't exactly my best pace. Okay. If I get a finished run at this pace, that would be pog. Mess that up a bit. Okay, that was decent, I guess? Is that it? I'm guessing I lost all the time in the end. Yeah, I should probably be facing slightly more right. No, back to the jump. Don't have to release like that. Yeah, that end is just really bad. Because to transfer from dirt to ice, or to ice to dirt, to and then back to dirt. It's really weird to do. That's a lot good. Botched it again a bit. Come on, man. What is that end? You can barely turn. And the only conceivable way I can see of doing that, like, anywhat fast, is with an ice slide. But, like, how are we gonna do an ice slide like that? It's not gonna work. You'd have to be at, like, the very bottom and then somehow manage to do... Like, it's just really weird. Wait, what the... Wait, did that actually work? Yeah, wait, what? Huh. Did I go do whatever I just sort of almost did? I don't have full speed. Like, you need to release, do a nice, like, it's just so weird to do. Oh, I did it again. I did the thing. So I like how some of the funny glitches in Stadium, where sometimes it would glitch out and give you and say that like a metal, or is it like your PV or something? Or like the, like, how far ahead are you or how far behind are you would say whenever you got that split, because it would malfunction and say that it did it at 0 seconds, when obviously, you know, it didn't. I wonder if there are any campaign tracks where you get a checkpoint at 0. Oh my god, that could... No. Yeah, I knew I was gonna have a lot of troubles with that. I'm not sure if I got the offer medal on this one. I'm gonna try to get at least all of the white to blue golds probably. But any offers are mainly just gonna go off of if I like the track and think the offers won't be too bad, because, you know, I find the track fun. This track is alright, but I don't find the track fun, but I won't get offer, or I probably won't try to go for an offer, because, you know, it's not fun, and I don't want to spend like 2 hours doing a track that I don't like. I also don't understand how I'm losing so much time from the beginning to that. I did this literally first turn. Let me see, is there any setting to change the crash noise so you can actually hear it? Like, because, like, seriously, you cannot hear this thing for, like, once, like, ever. No. Like, you'd think it'd be pretty simple to, you know, make the crash sound loud enough so you can actually hear it half the time. Apparently not. No, I'm probably not gonna have that much speed. Especially not if I hit into a pole. So apparently some people play Trackmania one-handed, and ask, like, is one-handed better? And I'm like, of course not. Well, in terms of actual comfortability, like, anything, like, yes, you can technically play one-handed and still use, like, with my controls, you can play one-handed, and it probably won't inhibit you, but, like, why? I just don't like pressing space with my thumb. Yeah, but my main brake button is space, but I guess you could use shift. Well, for some reason, whenever I've tried to brake in the middle of an ice slide, I use shift sometimes for some reason, which I should stop doing that, because shift for some reason is also an accelerate key, and I have not made it not an accelerate in the key for accelerate. Oh wait, no, is it turning? Okay. I stopped putting right for a second. I need to get that end more often, but it's just stupid. The more I do this, more tricky. Like, what is that? Why do I have 420? Why do I have so much speed? I almost made it to the border before I touched the ground. What? Like, bruh. So I go pretty much straight, but at like the farthest right that I can be, which is probably not gonna be that good of an idea. Oh, I did it again. Huh. What happened so much? Or I release, or the game doesn't lag. Yeah, none of these problems whenever I'm not recording. But whenever I am recording, it's horrible. And the stupidest thing is that, like, sometimes whenever it lags, it doesn't just, like, you know, make you go forward a bit, or something, or completely stop the game, and then it starts back up. Oh, God, that was probably a really bad angle to do that at. Or something like that. Sometimes, it takes, oh, God. Oh, God. No, I had real speed here. We can maybe save this. Sometimes it takes your speed that you had. And it takes whatever direction you are moving it in, and says, hey, while these frames are lagging, what if we move you into in that direction really hard? And it's stupid. Because if you ever lag while you're in a corner, and while you're turning, you know, like half the game, your run is immediately done for. Especially if you don't get something like awesome medals. Like, why do I have so much speed? I need to go slow. What am I doing? Why do I have so much speed? There's too much speed. You know what? No, we're not doing it the proper way. It's too much speed to handle. You do it like that or something. Then also fail at keeping. Probably come up with more creative streaming titles other than not like the game that I'm playing. But unless it's a speed run, it's really not what you do. Also, I should not be tilting that far because then I lose too much speed. Like that. Like, what is that? I should not be doing that. Like, basically, it cuts my speed in half. It's a bit too much. I should be, like, tilting it, like, 25 degree angle or something. That's not an offer. To 44. I missed it by half a second. Yeah, I can probably put this in. Well, just like that one jump alone is crap. Like, if I just did that like decently well, it would probably be enough. When I did the last part, right? Like the first like the first like 3 checkpoints were exactly that. That good. That is the angle that I want to be facing at. Or just straight. If I have that little speed. Yeah, whatever I did in that last one was really good. It didn't actually use an ice cycle. Still probably worth it, but... what? PP? Wait. Also, could just do that and release. People still play this game. Many people still play this game. Well, probably more people actually just play the older free version. Nations forever, but people still play this game. This game came out in 2020. Many people still play this game. This game came out in 2020. Yeah, I'm assuming you mean the games in general? Like normal games? Like, I mean, people still play these games fairly often. God, I have too much speed there. I don't know how to do what I did before. I mean, if you look up this game on Twitch, you'll find a decent amount of people playing it. God, I don't know what I just tried to do there. Like release and then never started. The end is just so hard because like at the speed that you're at, really. Oh God, no. I really need to do an ice slide. It would help a lot to do an ice slide there. It'd be more fast. But then again, it's really hard to actually get it to work without slamming into the wall because you get so much speed. Maybe I should just break and release there and try to get back in. Oh, that's actually really good. Oh. Yes. That was close. Actually, we have 3 of course. That ain't bad. Okay. Now to go into the tracks where I'll struggle to do anything. That could. Yeah, this is probably where I struggle the most. To get golds. Oh, wait. Oh. I didn't quite see it. Oh god, no attack. Oh no. Wait, this to me. Why you like no attack? And you're not like drifting. Well, that's why I'm not even sure this attack. It probably isn't. That's just what I call every form of drifting that doesn't include wrong corners and fast speeds. Ah! Actually, I'm not even sure if I drift there. If I should drift there. No, I'm pretty sure I need to drift there. I also need to drift there. I just need to drift everywhere. I should also probably be doing drifting later. Good. I struggle a lot with actually drifting when I should be. Like, I drift at the beginning of the turn, when it might be much better to drift later on, or before the turn even starts, really. But I'm stupid. Oh, I didn't realize there was a bump there. At this point. Why? Yeah, I should be drifting much later in that turn to give me a better exit. Like, sort of like that. Actually, probably only use drift there. I forgot that bump is there. I can tell that end is going to be painful. 30? Nah. Very low 30, I think. Yeah, it's a 30.4. Like, I mean, if people don't play this game anymore, then why have people, made or documented what the, offer medal times are on the campaigns that came out in 2020? That's that. And those people are not redeveloping. Can you answer this question? Tell me why people still make that. Still make lists if no one played this game. I don't know if no one plays this game anymore. You know? It's sort of weird. Oh god, that feels... Oh no! Yeah, this track feels weird. Also, I wonder if, I wonder how they make the how in the games where they do have, like, bronze medal ghosts, like, if they actually find someone who's really bad at the game, or if they just, like, really just like, destroy their runs. Because, like, the thing is, like, the bronze ghosts do sometimes is really stupid. Like, they crash into, like, hat, and they crash into just so much stuff. Wait, it's Discord notification. Must check. No. Okay. You can tell the offer medal might be extremely painful. Whenever you're over like 300 speed on sausage blocks, it feels really weird. And it's really hard. It's just really hard for me to actually, you know, like, make the turn properly at high speeds on sausage blocks. Because, like, you're at like 400 speed, right? And, like, you try to just turn or whatever, or even if you brake, you're just gonna slide off up onto one of the higher things and then just go flying if you don't do it right. I really don't understand how to even do it right. How did I do that the first time? It's literally just going in a straight line. How do I fail? Because I'm stupid, but how do I fail that? That was a really bad section. Oh god, so slow. Like, look at that. That was only at like 250 speed. I try to drift, and it just sends me flying. sausage blocks are just... How did I... What? How did I had less speed than I should have. How did I go airborne? What? Okay. Huh. Probably should have drifted. Oh my god, how am I failing so bad there? I did it first try decently okay. First time. Wow, there's acting. Yeah, really good turn. Let's just focus on the turn of that run and nothing else about it. Especially not why I had to respawn. Oh, that looks a bit. God. How am I failing so bad at at literally going straight? It's literally going straight in a straight line, and I'm failing. Like, how do I do that? What is the line that you have to take? Or, like, how straight the line is really long. And you have to hit a really straight line. That was so bad. We don't talk about that, okay? I really don't want to play this map. This map is horrible. I'm definitely not saying that because I'm really bad at it. Nah, I would never. Oh god, that was really good. I just really despise sausage blocks. Especially sausage blocks. When it's fast. How do you make that turn? Like that? How do you make that turn without crashing face first into that wall? Oh my god. What? How did I choke so hard? That probably wouldn't. Well, no, it wouldn't have been gold medal, but maybe it could have been slightly better. I didn't choke so much. So now I'm failing that part. That's a bit better. And I'm stopping at gold medal, I think. It's like a medium 36 for offer. And also, actually taking Cornish broccoli on sausage blocks is really weird. Because, like, it's not like it's where you are on, where you are on the block actually matters so much more than on, like, normal road. Because, like, you know, you try to turn, over at like any speed, or like a certain part of the sausage block, and it's just not gonna work at all. Like a normal road most of the time, where you are on the block just determines on how well you can sort of make the turn, but like sausage block, you just die. Just immediately. If you are at like the wrong spot half the time. Whoops. Good. I think maybe I should release so I don't, because otherwise if I do it like mid-turn, that's just gonna trust. That was decent. It wasn't very good. Okay, what I'm gonna do about it? I'm gonna complain to myself about it, actually. Oh my god. It was that I thought I would have had to have much more speed to do to make the jump directly into the finish, but apparently I was wrong. And I had enough speed probably to do it. I thought I'd have to have like at least a decent amount, a bit more to do the end properly. Like, oh my god! At least the way that you're supposed to do the end. Well, by supposed to, I mean the fast way to do it, where you use the sausage block to jump directly into the finish. What the? Why did it? Oh my god. Sausage blocks, man. So stupid. I always manage to use 2 times that. Like without fail. Oh my! How did it end up sliding at that speed? I don't understand. I was too slow to slide. Just slide naturally. Sometimes I somehow manage to go ridiculously fast in the beginning, and at the first checkpoint, and I don't understand how. Like, I didn't see, like, it didn't seem like it was going fast. But then I get there, and it was that, like, what happens normally when I do think I went fast. Probably just gears. Gears are weird. I generally don't pay attention to them because, like, well, basically in, like, any game, they're really hard to pay attention to. Any Trackmania game, or just like I'd have to like watch through the replay to know, and then I'd also have to know when the actual gear change occurs. I'm stupid and can't hear it apparently. Because apparently you're supposed to be able to hear it, but like I just hear like maybe. Like the best I can tell is like a minor stop in acceleration. Because I am apparently really bad at hearing like any subtle sounds. Like just terrible at it. That's decent. Oh my god. What a picture. I'm failing to start. Alright, that was pretty bad. Yes! That's awful. Oh my god. Always awful. I beat it by a second. Oh my god. Finally. I wasn't even going for effort, I was just going for gold. feel like that second corner, I'm just not gonna do the corner. Oh, what? Oh god. Oh god. It's gonna be painful. I don't think I can. Oh wait, I'm too slow to drift. Oh god. Oh no, these things. I don't like these things. They hurt me. I should just stop doing that. I need to just... So I should probably be watching the world records release. Wait, would that actually be a good thing? What if I did that? Because, like, the best way to know if a line is good or not is probably by watching a world record. And also maybe not even getting your answer because the world record might be cut. These things suck. It's like you have to constantly be doing this and speed over 300 if you ever go like half an inch lower and you immediately fly off into the distance. Okay. So we'll try to see if it could start. Like, I mean, yeah, probably. It'll probably work. Because the biggest thing if that line is not good or not is if it can't go over the second one in one jump, which would immediately make it much worse. Oh yeah, it totally can. Okay. You see what I mean? Don't you just love grass? Oh god, yeah, you see? One mistake, and it immediately makes it 20 times worse. God, taking corners the way that they were intended. Ha, no. Very fun. It's 33-8? I mean, this map is interesting, I might. I feel like sometimes gold medals can be a bit too easy. So you barely play the actual map, and that sort of cheapens. It doesn't make it this fun. You barely even play the map. Because most of the time with offer medals, you have to play a decent amount of the map to win things. So normally you don't really just get it right off the bat, unless there's some stupid trick. Because then, well then, yeah. Oh, that's why I'm losing time. Oh, because oh, that's why I'm losing time. I thought I was just touching grass. Like, slightly touching the grass. No. I was becoming airborne in the first kill. You know what? I feel like whenever I come back to a map after like playing it to get gold medal, it's really not that fun to just try it again, or I really don't try it that much more again. I would pop in, maybe improve my time a slight bit, or just realize that my time was already decently good, then stop. Oh, no, not this. No. Why does that exist? Why does that weird thing exist? I don't like it. It's hard to do, and I hate it. Just go, like, any faster than, like, 200 on those things, and you immediately lose. You immediately start flying. It's really annoying. Because it basically negates all the time, all of the speed that you had before this point. Yeah, none of that actually really matters anymore. Like, no matter where you are on it, it's stupid to do. Well, at least whenever it's like that small, or like that tight, I don't like it. Like, I mean, the way that they did in the new summer campaign, I don't know which map, is actually pretty good. But these one, because it was like like a big grass one. I don't remember which map. But it had a big grass one. But it was big enough. It was actually, you know, it was shallow enough so you could actually make decent turns on it. Look at that. You just... Oh god, what was that? Huh? What did I just do? Oh my god, what is with this map and really stupid turn? Why? You have a turn like that? What? Who thought this? Who approved of this turn? It is garbage. Like, you have no... Like, you have, like, one sign telling you where to go. Other than that, it's completely random turn. And it's only one block fight. What? Why? Okay, that was okay. Like, what is with this map and really sharp and uncomfortable turns that make no sense? Oh. Yeah. Bruh. Alright, you can make that piece and I will without releasing. Huh. Let me guess, it was a 40 to get gold. Yep. Bad. Oh wait, the helmet. Oh. I think I understand why I'm either gaining a lot of time or losing up. I'm losing a lot of it. Oh wait, that angle is so much better. Huh. I would have gone airborne if I did it like that. No. So much better. Probably full time because of the views. And dirt views are more important. But still. Like, yeah, no. What do you mean? What? Like, what is this? What is this dirt? It's horrible. It has some really sharp turns that make no sense. And a garbage to do. And then you also have a little bit. None of this makes any sense. Like, how do you even make that turn? How do you even make that jump? With that speed. You just can't? Apparently. It's really bad, wasn't it? You see, you don't put a turn like that and then expect to have a decently precise jump literally right after. Why? Just such a bad idea. That was also split. If you need to have less than optimal speed, do it. Like, why? Okay, what is it? Please don't tell me it. No, it's a second faster, but still, no. Why can't we have more ice maps? Ice maps are fun sometimes. As long as it's not training. If it's training, well, then we have a problem. Just everything ice and training, except for 03, was actual garbage. And taught me nothing about actually how to, you know, play ice. Like ice slides. Or like anything. Because the ice turns, I have not yet seen anything really like what was mainly in like the free ice maps. Taught me nothing. Oh, this corner's gonna be painful. Alright, bumped me off there, let's go. Ah, that works much better. And like I said, I should not be trying to figure out how to just start before I even get to the second checkpoint. Where am I going? Eh? Where do I go up there? Oh no, that's really weird. Oh. I don't know why I completely refused. Okay, so then we also have that. Okay. I can do this. Also, like how I still get bronze, even though I basically, like I respawned like 4 times or something. Oh my god, why? Why? See, this is the part. I'm trying to make, like, no corners. Just, like, stop it. Don't try to make stuff like this. It's garbage. When you just try to be like, yeah, let's make a new corner. Let's make some new weird turn that feels, like, impossible to actually make. Well, you can probably skip that. Not sure if it would be a good idea, but like, you know, you could get a lot of more speed there if you skipped it. I'm sure you could. That's gold. Okay, what is it? 36041. Maybe. Could work, especially if I skipped that thing. I'm probably not going to. Great, man. Great. Didn't take literally any of my inputs except for move to the left. Great. Oh, that's so much. Like, I mean, yeah, you can probably, like, ride along that mountain for, like, a second. Not sure if the transition would be clean. The speed would be nice. Or you could probably just end up, like, going straight over it if you did it right. Also, I hate that this game has literally no way that you can possibly tell without directly staring at the speed or hearing the engine if someone releases or not. That's how you're supposed to do it, huh? Like, in Stadium, at least it had, like, a giant white, or a giant, like, yellow flash on the back of your car whenever you released. But, like, this game? Nah. Like these games, like, whenever you're watching someone else play them, it seems, like, real easy because you can't actually tell what the crap you're doing half the time without an input display. And even then, you have to basically stare at the input display to even tell. God. You know what? I'm starting steering too late. Yeah, that's much better. Seriously? Probably pays for your offer now too. Oh, it's almost like actually doing the turn properly really helps. Who would have thunk it? I don't really understand that much how that run was like a second and a half. Second. Like 1.3 seconds. So it was really far ahead, and I'm not exactly quite sure. Yeah, we could definitely skip that, what you said. I'm probably not gonna try to, because you probably don't really need to. But if you did, it also would probably make it like 20 times harder to actually control your car in the following turn, which is hard enough to control my car there already. Oh, hey, that's clean. Not going quite as fast. Okay, what are we gonna do? Yep, that thing. Yeah, still, I think that's so fast. Like, the one run, the end was not bad. Oh, that's probably why. Whatever I just did was really good. And then I botched it. Okay, so now we just... Yeah. I think I understand slightly more how to actually make that turn properly. Still was needed though. Basically, you just, like, you release a bunch. Well, yeah, you just release a bunch, like, a third the way through the turn. Or, like, halfway through, sort of. And then you can actually, like, slightly make, reasonably make it, through. I'm gonna watch the world record for this track. Next up. Well, maybe. Oh my god. My stupidity, man. I always manage to trip in just the stupidest way. Problem is that I'm turning really hard, and then I also need to, you know, actually like not hit the thing or go airborne enough to lose a lot of speed. Oh yeah, that was much better. Oh god. Yeah, going from that from before that tree is much better. That actually better. I have had like 5 runs that are like they're like a full second probably better than what I actually need. Just need to finish one of them. Yeah, I really need to be going like through in between the trees instead of what this trick to do. Which did. Like the thing about like I have tried speedrunning Nations forever, and I did try like training campaign speed. Like I said, the training campaign is sort of stupid, and also the problem with speedrunning this game is that like you can't just choose like only the light section like you could in Nations Forever, where each flag, which was its own difficulty, had like 15 tracks. You could choose like white, blue, you know. So I could just speed in the white one, which had tracks that I could probably do fairly consistently, instead of like blue tracks, which I can like never do consistently and struggle to even get like gold on. But this game doesn't do, but they don't do that for this game. Probably because it have like so many categories. So I'd actually have to deal with trying to do black tracks. And not only trying to get times that would probably be like gold medals on them, but also trying to get times, first try, which is far out of my schedule. Oh my god. Also need to be remembering to no slide. Gotta wiggle with it. God damn. I just realized that wiggling is a lot like fire hopping in MK. I've been trying my grenade again, the original one, because I got the deluxe one because I wanted to not have to do fire hopping, because fire hopping is really hard, and I didn't really like it. And you know, I thought that deluxe, you know, it had fixed fire hopping, but it was also not exactly the best thing if I wanted to play the game the way that it was probably meant to be played, or the way that it's meant to be played, because I apparently thought that doing shortcuts without mushrooms in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was far easier than fire hopping, when it in fact was not. I'm not gonna say it's harder, but it like, at least with fire hopping, I could conceivably do like a little bit of it, and not like the amount that you'd actually, you know, see in a world record. I would do like it only in like sections that made sense to me, but then didn't really get the luxury of doing it in like smaller amounts with the shortcuts in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You either do them or you don't, or you mess the shortcut up slightly. And the worst part about it was that it didn't really save you that much time. In reality, it barely saved you time. Like, the biggest cut was like 1.7 seconds, and it was, I'm pretty sure, and it was like really stupid to actually do it. The people would have to spend like weeks just trying to master it. So I would only do like the really easy ones. It was still really hard for me because I was bad at the game. Well, I still am pretty bad at the game. Oh my god! I fell off the checkpoint! What is this? I was 3 seconds ahead too. I was 3 seconds ahead. Oh my god. 3 seconds ahead. Really? Probably watch the world record to see if there's anything I'm missing with that. Oh, actually I could do it like that instead of releasing. That could work, maybe a bit. Yeah. Like maybe I should be drifting here. Thanks. This is probably why I stopped streaming this game that much. I love it, but whenever I do stream it, it breaks me in pieces, which makes it sort of hard to play. Just a bit harder. A tiny weeny bit, you know. God. I've been noticing that some people have been doing DL4 in browser. A decent amount. Like there were 2 people that got some runs, and I'm hoping they're gonna keep going because I sort of want to, you know, do that run again. But, like, I feel like the world record that I got there was just so stupidly good, at least for my standards. And it sort of happened out of nowhere. Like, you know, I was just going for sub 1, then I get 3 minutes under sub 1. Well, sub 1 wasn't exactly like the main goal, really. It was more about just getting the world record, which was 104 at the time, and I got that. That's sort of, and getting really good runs. Oh, wait. I'm able to skip that pretty easily, though. And getting really good runs sort of kills it. Like, you know, I was having fun with that. You know, with that game. That game was really fun. And then just to immediately have, like, a god run, sort of, you know, made it really hard to actually improve past that, because, well, like, I just had a god run. How? No, I can't really improve that. Well, I could. Like, it's huge, like, motivation to, especially since, like, nearly, like, I remember how good that jumping was. That, I am pretty sure I didn't get a score below 150 in the entirety of the minigame. Which is really good. What? And, like, the main... I probably shouldn't have reset that, but... The main thing, it's like the main way to lose time in Liquid 4 is just, in browser, is to just have, like, really, like you can get some cycles in that game, that are actually just stupidly good. The problem is that it's normally very hard to actually get consistent, and sometimes impossible to get consistently really good cycles. Like for example in running. Like I mean, like you could get a decent amount if you knew what you were doing, but the foreign browser running is quite different from basically every single other running minigame, in the fact that you could get the running that we did, was really like it was hugely luck based, and it played nothing like DL 2013 pretty much. Well, it was basically the same. It was technically the same minigame as DL 2013, but like it felt completely different. That wasn't enough. What was it again? Because 36. Oh, it was 36-0. Yeah, but it felt nothing. It felt nothing like DL 2013 running, because of how it worked. Like in DL 2014 running, essentially it was at a static speed, right? You could play the minigame forever if you had the patience and didn't make any mistakes, and it wasn't that hard. But for some reason in DL foreign browser they decided, hey, what if we made the game like, I'm not sure if it was like a mistake or something, or if they really liked how Flash did running and made it basically like RNG hellhole. Or at least it made it so that you had to play the minigame less like you did in DL 2014. Because in DL 2014, you know, your duck always moved at the same speed. You could always just, you know, click the button and you would always be able to do the next one. But in DL4 and browser, you couldn't do that. After like 80 speed, or 80 points, sorry, it basically made it so that if you didn't jump as early as possible, you like, it's sort of hard to explain, but basically if you didn't, sometimes you would just get killed by RNG because you moved slightly faster, because like say there was a stream of or there was just a bunch of 4s in a row, if you jumped too late, you would always move a slight bit forward, or more forward than when you were when you jumped from the last 4. So basically, but basically it would that if you had enough 4s in a row, like 6 or so, no matter how well you did it, you would always lose because of it, because of how they would work. Because you end up slightly more forward, and eventually you would die. Or you'd have to do some really weird thing that made like no sense to do it. And I feel like in some ways did make the minigame better, because consistency was a lot less, and even though it took the same amount of time as DL 2013, it was at least, you know, interesting, because you'd actually have to think much more about the way that you're the way, like you had to think about it a lot more to get a higher score. And so normally you wouldn't get killed by complete RNG. But oftentimes, if you didn't do something right, you would probably get killed by some really hard patterns. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to do a nice slide right there. Maybe I should. Oh, playing this track for like 30 minutes. Yeah, but I have gone through each of the in-browser games and done at least one run of them. I did get a really like I did get a pretty good time for free, and I could probably go for the world record. Well, no, not a good time for free. I did get a good time for one, mainly because it was the only one that was fully weighted. I did it like pretty much purely for the points. Like I do like the in-browser games, but I really just did them because they were the only alternative. Then Flash, because Steam games basically give you no points because no one runs them, even though they're the best games, and Flash sucks. But yeah. But yeah, like the only way to get a decent amount of points, for me was to do Unity game, or to do, in-browser games, because I generally like the Unity ones much more than Flash. And the other thing that was really bad for getting points from even those games is that, there's only 5 in-browser categories. I really don't know why they didn't add 100% to something like, I don't know, like DL2, because it would actually be interesting. You know? Just saying. It would be far more interesting. Because, like, because in Duck Life 1, like, one of the, I feel like just a lot of categories that should be added aren't added because the game isn't that popular, which is very stupid. Because if you're not gonna add any more categories because the game ain't popular, it doesn't have enough people running it, then tell me about DL2, man. Like, literally, like I'm pretty sure everyone would probably be up for in-browser 100%. You added one for Duck Life 1, which basically was really stupid compared to, like, the route was literally just max out all stat, like, it was literally the same thing as any percent, and max out, but instead, you max out, but instead you also max out swimming, and then buy things at the end, and max out energy. So it was basically any percent. Like, I mean, at least, like, I even got a pretty good time for 100% in browser, while in the same run that I also did any percent. Like, that's just how similar they are, that, like, you can still get a pretty decent run, even if you use the any percent route and then only add on doing 100% afterwards. I mean, at least in Flash, the 100% was actually decently interesting compared to any percent. Like, it was a pretty different route. But like, it's just not that much interesting. Just not that much more interesting than any percent. Which, like, that's just adding a category that really doesn't actually need to be there. And like, I mean, oh my god. Smap! But like, and they don't add categories that people actually want sometimes. Like, or take a really long time to actually do it. Like, no KMS in battle wasn't added until like 2 weeks ago. Like, what? And people were wanting it basically since KMS was found, because it was a really big glitch and changed the route a decent bit, but it wasn't added for some reason. Like, you're treating the Unity games and the Flash games very differently for no reason. Like, pretty much Flash has like every single category you could ever want, or could ever argue should be there, but Unity has like half of them. Even though, what? You know that Flash, or like the DO1 has like more, like a few more categories due to things like skill seed and such, but still, like, sir? Why am I so bad at that? Like, just, like you just add it because it should be there. Then where is 100%? If you're Duck Life 2 in browser, I should probably actually talk to him. I should probably actually try to get that added. Cause like, you know, it definitely would probably deserve to be there. Because it's much more unique than any percent DO1 in browser. God. 800ths away. Yay. Oh god, yeah, I should probably actually try to get that added. I did think about it a bit once, because like, and like, it's not like DL2 is like battle where there's like less than 10 people who actually have run it, and even fewer people have actually gotten decent times. Like, people have run DL2 in browser, like, well, not as much as like DL1 in browser, but it ain't a bad amount of people who have run it. I don't see why not. Yes! Finally. There for like 30 minutes. God. Oh wait, no, I'm not putting the map anymore. No, no, no. No, no, no. Bit weird. Just send doing the slow motion just to stop like the next second. There are a lot of resets here. Oh wait, no, I never checked that map. What was it, 10? Let me go to YouTube and see this. Let's see. $31, Jesus. Oh, they actually do that. Oh, that's faster. Oh. Oh, they do drift through that. Oh. Wait, oh, they don't skip it. Huh. That's weird. They don't skip it. How did he do the end? Lap the ice sweat. Oh wait, I never saw the whole map though. So I hate it when maps do this. They turn, and they go up a loop or something, and then immediately have a sign in your face. So if you didn't know that it was gonna be there, you're just screwed. Or you just simply forgot. Like, look at this. Like, and it directly looks like you're supposed to do it too. It looks like you're supposed to be going in that direction, but you don't. That probably could have been gold. Oof. So I wonder if any of the alpha metals actually do no sweating. Also, I still don't understand why they removed metal ghosts. Like, I mean, I don't really see a problem with them. I understand that they were removed for like regular player-made maps, and even though that these are player-made maps that weren't made by you know, I don't think were made exactly by Nadia themselves. I still don't really understand why they weren't or why they didn't make medals. Like, I mean, or why they didn't make ghosts for the medals. Cause like. And I don't think they even did it for the training campaign, which is really weird in my opinion. Like, I mean, like, you don't need to have them, but it could be very helpful for someone who's looking to see how they can improve time to beat the ghosts. I'm gonna see if we could add the ultimate Dragon Home, since until now, like, I thought of it once, but like I just realized that it probably should get added. they'd actually be different, like a decent amount than like I feel like there's a weird thing where like anyone who plays Steam games, which is gonna be honest, it's basically just me at this point, who primarily plays Steam games. Steam games are basically worthless in terms of points, which I really hate, because that means that less people are actually gonna run them, unless they've basically run out of like everything else. It's worth more points, like Flash. So even less people are gonna be running them to, you know, like to make them more valuable, which just makes Flash which just makes them even more irrelevant. Because there's far less categories, which I feel like a bit weird. There's far less categories than there probably should be. Like, I mean, they removed, you know, they removed one of the best ones. They removed Retro Pack. Though that was slightly more justified. So I think a bit overreacting, because it was only one of the free games that actually had the bug of why it was removed, because it was very inconsistent, and some people could have runs could get like the top 2 runs were had so much easier of a time, and getting good times because of it, and it actually changed like game physics in weird ways. And we never found out how exactly it works, but it made it so that anyone in DO1 trying to get world record basically couldn't without a perfect run, even though the runs that were actually, you know, that used the bug weren't actually that good in terms of, you know, well, they weren't actually, like, I mean, they were decent runs, but they were far worse than probably what could be the record. They weren't exactly the best. Yeah, I'm not really sure how you get, how I'm gonna get, what I need for this. Like, you look at DL1, right, and basically, like I said before, basically every single category you could ever want if you like playing DL1, and then DL1 in browser gets 2 categories, which is understandable, because, you know, it's not like there's that much to make. 100% and 80% are basically just the defaults. Yeah, but then DL2 in browser doesn't even get those. That's just stupid. And like yeah, like you just see that the Flash games get basically every category that they could ever want, and should ever have. And then, like, I'm not saying that they're getting too many, or that like they have some unnecessary categories. I'm just saying that like that the way that they get treated for adding new categories for the Flash games is far different from what Steam games get. Like, the Steam games, like tons of people have to be like, yeah, this should get added. And then all the Flash games, which, like, it's probably because the mod team before the Speezy boom was much bigger. But like, still, you know. I feel like there should, before the Speezy Boom, the mod team just added basically everything, for the Steam games, and, basically the entirety, or everything for the Flash games, but basically everything for Steam games, like every single Steam game, to that point, had been on mobile. Except for, well, all of them were released on mobile much, like, they were only ported to Steam, like, around a year ago. But it still doesn't really excuse, in-browser not having as many categories as it probably should. Just like, yeah. And also, I feel like the mod team is just a bit wonky. Gonna be honest, like, Ford told me no, for the Steam, for BL2013 getting a max skills, even though me and Roth had run it. And then Sheg just comes along whenever he started running the game, or whenever he came in and, you know, did a few runs or whatever. That actually works. Okay. But and then he just immediately adds it. I'm pretty sure he might not have even really talked to even mods about it, which tells me that, you know, things aren't exactly the most cleanest, aren't exactly united sometimes. Okay. Oh no, actually it wasn't too bad, you know? Like, I just think that Steam games should get more, you know, categories and such, so that people actually want to run them more, instead of them getting even, like, you know, the new board basically makes it, is basically how it works, it's just saying, don't even bother with Steam games. And then, what are people gonna do when they want points? They're gonna play Flash games and not Steam games, and are probably, like, almost never gonna play the Steam games unless they just really like them. So they're only really gonna play, like, I don't know, like, Unity, like, the in-browser ones, at, like, the most. So even fewer people are gonna really play Steam games, because they're just gonna be undervalued. And no one's gonna play them. They're just gonna be more undervalued than Flash games, which are gonna get more people to play them, and then to be worth more. Like, at that point, probably the only people that are gonna be playing Steam games are either, you know, some people who want, like, who have gotten to the point where the tiny amount of points they actually give you is worth it, which, you know, like, actually really good runs and such are worth 3 CEs, which is stupid. They're basically, like, 3 CEs, or, like, 4, which is just really stupid. And then, like, after you've already done basically everything else, then they're gonna play that, which is gonna be, like, a few people, because, you know, not that, because there's only, like, I probably need to start responding to the beginning. Because, you know, not that many people are ever gonna get to that point. Because it requires playing through literally every single Flash category and then also getting it to a point where you get the majority of the points that you can get out of that flash category, it just isn't a good idea. They're just going to become more and more devalued. Also, wait, did I miss that checkpoint? You know what? I think I might stop for today. Been streaming for a good 2 hours. Yeah. I have thought about doing ranked matches, but yeah, well, I have done some ranked matches, but for streams, I might do them. Yeah, it seems like a good few hours. 2.5 hours or so. Yeah, let's read this person. Wait, how do I do this exactly? Yeah. It's weird because I have to actually go to my Twitch page to type this in. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Wait. Okay, bye everybody. See you guys tomorrow.